more people. Wait.
So, are we ready to record and start? Welcome, everyone. Take it for a second on the hand, and then I will come back here. So, okay. While I'm talking, this is 3 minutes. We will come back to this. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming here on this Sunday of not very great weather to this beautiful garden of Villa Kuriosum. I'm going to have a performance today, which is in 2 parts. The first part is with a lot of visual, and the second part where I speak in English. The second part is going to be Persian with English titles. So this is the first time I'm performing this text. The presentation, though, I have done it before, so I'm more confident about the first part, and I'm trying the second part. So just bear that in mind. And yeah, we're going to go to some background story. This is called Attention to Details, and my friend just reminded me it has to be attention to the details. Too late. So, if I can ask that a friend turn down the TV speaker to minimum, or I can do it also. To start, okay, as you may know, my name is Amirali Ghasemi, and I can say I'm a retired artist, which is trying to be back, a curator and also educator of such. But what brings me exactly here, it needs a little bit of background story. The year is 2009, and I have an exhibition in Tehran called Amirali's Medical Profile, Parvande Pezeshki Amirali, which was in summer right after the Green Movement. And in order to have this exhibition, I had to. There was an artist was supposed to be coming to Tehran in our art residency program, but she cancelled already in May. And you know that in end of spring 2009, there was this election that was led to a lot of unrest about the result. So the other opponent didn't accept the result, and they were sure of winning. And that somehow also shadowed my exhibition. When I already gave this idea to the gallery, they were kind of okay with it. It was about my medical archive. It was where I started to also cheat a little bit, because it was a group show, not a solo show. And as you see, the poster here is done by my friend Behrat Javanbakhsh, and the photograph you see is by Amirali Ghasemi, another friend, and is a part of a program, the selection called Recent Irritation. But in the catalog, in the leaflet of the exhibition, I started much earlier, on the 20th of August 1980, 2 a.m. 45 in the morning in Pasteur No Hospital when I was born. My weight was 2.85 kilograms, and I was 47 centimeters high. And I was reported to be healthy. And this is my footprints of that day. So, born healthy. And, yes. On the day 6 when I was born, I had to start antibiotics because I had very strange some pimples. Apparently they were a staphylococcus, which I brought from the hospital with myself, and then I had to start having nystatin, the antibiotics factor. So, now we go around the year between 1 and 2, where this happens. I have to also demonstrate for you, perhaps. So my fingers. So this is later how I learned to know my left and right hand, because this one is broken in a way that stands out like this, and it doesn't touch here. But the other one, the right one, is good. So, rumor has it that I was left-handed, but because of this happening, that I will tell you what happened, I started to use my right hand more often. My grandfather was a carpenter, and he had difficulties hearing because he was working a lot with the saw, electrical saw machines, and so on. And somebody from the family says that he closed the door from balcony on my thumb. So, and when they discovered, I was already walking like this. So this was already fixed, the bone. And then when they discovered it, they did an X-ray, and they said it's already attached. You want to break it and fix it, or leave it like that? They decided to leave it like that. So that's how this came about. But exactly when I was 2 years old, I started to have developed severe asthma. And this was also connected to eczema and some food allergy. And at that time, there was not so much allergy test available. It was a bit of a try and error to understand what I can have and what I cannot have. Allergy test came much later. And then when I was grown up enough, I could use this Ventolin for my asthma. And then this 40-something year of using it started. And I always have one in my pocket. It gives me self-confidence. And here in Germany, I cannot get them because they're very weak. And it doesn't work on me. So I still have to smuggle them from Iran somehow. Okay, back to the exhibition. Some of these images are already included in the exhibition text in order to mislead the authorities. There was a small window back then, and the authorities were required to have all the artworks in the exhibition plus a text to review prior the show. So I made a lot of stories like this. Yeah, this happened and that happened and the other thing happened and so on. and I was hoping that it will go through. But I got the phone call later. The gallery told me that I have to talk with them. I was like, okay. This is the first scene of the show that you entered Azad Gallery. So this is a kind of a feeling healthy chart. So there were peaks and downs, and this was around the months leading to the exhibition, and we come to that, why it was going down. The images like this were inside about this allergy that I scratched myself here, and so on. Where we go further, there is one or two images that might not be really nice. It's not for, it's okay for children, but if somebody, I will ask you to close your eyes. It's just some medical photographs. So, I was instructed to do breathing exercises during this time, growing up. And I was exempted from the sport, and I had to do less in the sport exam to pass. So there was a limited things that I were allowed to do in order to pass. Like when they make this like running 4x6, I could do that, but this 500 something that you have to run straight ahead, I was exempted from that, for example. I was in the cold weather. I was allowed to stay in the breaks because everybody has to leave the classroom. And in the high pollen season, I could stay home and I could get some days off until it's over. And then I even started to swim for a short period too. They were saying that it will help the asthma. These are some color slides from my parents, took from me when I had Orion. I don't know if you use the same word. And I found it very interesting, and then it was also on display. So slowly you will see in the exhibition that there are a lot of other people, including my parents, that collaborated that this exhibition can come together. This is the piece that I made myself. It's called Collecting What I'm Allergic to or I Get Irritated By. It's an installation of everything I'm allergic to, and it's ongoing. Yes, it's a library, old library from my grandparents. I had to cut the top part. I had to cut the top part in order to fit in the gallery, and I put it back again. So there was also a break in the library. And then there were different things in it. This is the notebook from my parents with different doctor numbers, as you can see. And this is a movie I was really getting anxious watching. Most of my creams and my medicine here in this closet. And then there was, people were also interacting and looking at the stuff, as you can see. And we also will come to this part, this cast from my right feet, which is placed on the top of the library to make it complete. And on the side there is a story about an accident. So if you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. This is like a photograph we took for the forensic because of the accident I had when I was 13 years old. And when I say when, you can open your eyes after I pass. So, this is the picture of my feet after the two operations. And you can open your eyes now. Yeah. And this was the scars on the right leg, stitches, and then the actual plating plates and the screws which were in my feet, which was very hard to find, and they're inside a box made of a snake skin. I don't know who gave it to us, but it was fitting, so we keep it like that, and I still have it. I think it's worth a lot of the plating works a lot, but I don't know if I'm allowed to bring it here to show it to you or to sell it over there. I don't know. I hope when I'm very, very poor, this can save me. And then the other cast that you can see, it was from 2009. So in 2009, something happened. I had this accident, and because of that, the second time that something happened to my feet, it was not broken this time, because we have two bones in our feet, and these were completely connected to each other, like become one at some point. And this is shown in another X-ray. I had a lot of X-ray because a car hit me when I was in the city of Karaj, and that the area that I was hit, it doesn't exist anymore. And now they built the autobahn over it. So when I was looking of the location where I had the accident, it was not possible to find it. Going further, this was a portrait that a French artist took from me, Lise Chevalier. This is around, I think, 2008. It's with medium format. And on the other side, there are scenes from the operation of my left eye due to cataract. We will come back to that. There are two X-rays were in this exhibition, which was very important in a way. The first one is a panoramic teeth jaw photograph here. And the other one is my left leg, which is surprisingly is an X-ray which doesn't have a name, because the radiologist and the doctor, the orthopedic doctor, decided not to charge me and not to know my name, because the authorities would come and take all the medicals in order to arrest the protesters. So I went to this clinic, and then the secretary said, and I was with the crutches. I was like, what happened? It's like I fell down from the stairs. I said, yeah, I know. And then I went down to the radiology and said, I don't want you to pay. I don't want you to know your name. I will send it up. So I went up to see the doctor, and apparently it was the doctor who made the first treatment on my feet years before. This was the doctor that first treated my leg, and then another surgery came in. And they, I think, operated me like 10 hours, because it was two parts. The picture that you didn't see and the one that you see, it was all done in one go, because it was hit on the bottom, and it was also broken in two pieces on the leg. Around the same time, a bit before this second accident, which was happened in a demonstration with the plain clothes. I was in Belgrade, and I was with a German artist, Anke Schüttler, and she shot these photographs, many photographs, and it was self-portrait. It was for a project self-portrait as an allergic person. And I realized also that traveling helps. When I'm outside Iran, usually I had my skin was a little bit better, not dry so much, and so on. So I keep this question open, and this was the rest of the exhibition. I'm going here a little bit faster. After I came back, it was. After this long trip that I was here in Berlin, actually in Belgrade and in some other cities, I went back, and then I saw what is happening in the street. I started one day. I think also I caught in the little bit of tear gas, but then we went to this huge demonstration, which were millions of people on the street. And then the day after started to get more and more violent. I decided to stay home, but I also stopped taking my creams and my medicine. So these photographs were, I had this idea to see how far it goes. And there were a window when this incident happened in the demo. I also had my feet in the cast, so I could not go out anyway. So I asked the friend who come in to take a picture from me and document as if it's a medical photographs for a medical book or something. So this was going on. Different photographers came in, or friends who were not photographers. As you see, the photographs are very different in light and adjustments and even cropping. Some of them, they don't have a headroom. And one got creative and even wrote something on my face and started to do it in the studio. So these were the photographs which were hung here very loosely, and then there was air conditioning because it was summer, so it was kind of moving. Also, there were this medical insurance, this social security notebooks that we had, and then the doctors would write the prescription in them. So later, what I did, I started to talk with my mom, and she remembered what kind of things the doctor prescribed for me, and that becomes the lyrics for that video that you were watching when you came in. So, yeah. The music is made by Martin Shamunpour, which later joined us here in Circus in 2010, and then a video by Hamed Sahihi. And the vocal is sang by Nazli Bodavi. Maybe can you just put a little bit of sound, somebody, or I do it myself. So it's a very kind of low, yes. On the side, yes, on the side. Thank you. Okay. A bit more, a bit more. Yes. Basically, she sings the doctor prescription. So like salbutamol 3 times a day, amoxicillin every 8 hours, and so on. And can we have it now cut off? I'm sorry to ask beloved audience to also do some work here. Thank you. Yes, so the video was done on a green screen, and then there was briefing. Basically, I only performed in it. And then also there was another one which comes after, right after. It's called The Cough and a Bit of Scratching. And this was the 2 main videos which were in the exhibition. And just before the exhibition, 1 month before the exhibition, less than a month, I was in this demo. Then it was in a small alley, and then the protesters were brutally attacked. And then that happened what I just told you. So I didn't want to be in the exhibition with my broken leg, with a cast. It was like too much, I think. So we started to open it in the gallery like 2-3 days, like 5 days before it was due to open. And it was very itchy, as you know. So, and then here we are in Berlin again, 2010, and this is the first time I performed an artist talk in a circus tent. This is the second one. Yes, and this is Federica Charivari, and they bring me in a cage as if I'm a very dangerous creature. Allergic person that comes in, and it's only allowed outside only few moments as an exhibit for people to see. As you can see, this is the images from the exhibition, and I'm trying to also communicate a little bit, but of course I got some reactions, and they had to put me back in the cage and take me out. Yes. I made another video, 2 videos, actually a 2-channel video here in Villa Kuriosum. Now it is private. because it was done with my ex-partner. I don't know if she likes it or not, but it's available with passport on my website if you want to watch it. The other year, 2016, I started to tell the story of the accident when I was 13 in a kind of a stand-up comedy format. It was called Accidental Accident. I don't know if it was successful or not. Some people were laughing. 2 little girls were dancing on the stage. I think because there were the Children's Day here in Villa, I don't know, and it was like a big an experiment, if I can say. The same year, I started to also read poetry in the circus tent. I found these 2 images, and these are our beloved Charivari twins on my back. I think at the end there was something to be read, and this paper is lost, so I call it a lost poem. In 2016, also after I came back, I started to do a lecture performance about body map and also injury. And this was using map, trying to locate myself in the map of the 2009 and on the map of 1993, where the initial accident happened. So in these 2 kind of incidents related to my right feet, I tell a story about how it took 3 hours from the city of Karaj to get to Tehran because there was the autobahns were not finished back then, and then there was end of the Nowruz holiday and so on. There was traffic, and also in the hospital in Karaj they wanted to cut my leg because they said it lost so much blood and we have to amputate this, but somebody could find the ambulance to take it on this 3-hour ride to Tehran, where the doctor treated me, and then the day after they operated me. This is called 2 crookies. It's a little bit. This part is almost over, so for you that you don't like this kind of horrible images. Yes, and then it went on and on with the circus, and I did kind of less poetry, less serious lecture performances, but I was doing this that maybe some of you have seen last week here in Berlin, which I think it was a success. So, I'm going to take my jacket off, so I can start to go to the next round. Do you have questions for now? By the way, this is my reading glasses. I don't see you. So, thank you for being there. Okay. So I'm going to read this in Persian. It's the first time I'm reading it. I tried to actually send this text to a lot of friends and asking them to collaborate with me. There is only one friend that said yes, but we haven't done it yet. The rest were just ghosted me. So, thank you, Daphne. Okay. So, it goes like this. So it's part 2, attention to details, a text for performance, May 2023. توجه به جزئیات. متنی برای اجرا. اردیبهشت 1402 از پاریس به برلین. از شیار پشت گوش راست سیم رد شده به تلاقی غدد لنفاوی و بسل النخاع، گوش که صدا می‌دهد چشم چپ می‌پرد، پلک می‌افتد برآید به زمین، به خاک و خل، حساس است پوست. بینی کیپ، سینوس با ادای مخصوص به خود و مخاط داخلی، شور زاری با نهری جاری از خزه و لجن، لجت را در می آورد. این همه قفسه سینه غشای دور غدد شیری را و توده متصل به آن را تغذیه می کند. درست مثل همه اعضای هیئت مدیران مغز و طبقات میانی، از سربازان یعه سفید گرفته تا کارگران سرخ. مویرگ‌ها در بالای پاشنه متورمند و به کبودی آبی نفتی همان منطقه تنوع می‌بخشند. خطوط جامانده از لاغری، چون شکمی که هرگز زایمان نکرده اما آب رفته، کنار کشاله ها پخشند، اما به موازات هم، چون گروهی از خلافکاران به سر خط بخیه می روند، جایی که زیر پوست کنده شده. 10 فروردین 1372. گلگیر تویوتا کوپه در کوچه. ترک‌ها و شکست‌های بعدی همه تابعی هستند از آن تصادم، به جز ضربه به چشم چپ که منجر به آب مروارید است. تاریک است، کدر است و محو است. از آن به بعد بدون توالی خاصی در مواقعی، در مقاطعی و به زنگاه‌هایی. پرش‌های متون قبلی قبول نبودند. درگیری ریه در بیمارستان، درگذشت آبا و اجداد، مرض قند، آلزایمر، سرطان خوشخیم و غده‌های هر از چندگاه بیرون آمدنی، آزموده و مهم نبودنی، چون خود فرد در چمن‌های پارک، آسایشگاه، مدرسه‌ای که می‌رفتیم، آسفالت، غیر زیر کفش، کیکرز، فوتبال گل کوچیک، ترفند عطرهای فرار و بویایی که هیچ وقت درست برنگشت. جوراب ورزشی در تابستان و زمستان، زیر شلواری، 8 ماه سال، خارش داخل آرنج زیر زانو، دور گردن، محل تجمع و تظاهرات رگها، قرمزی، جوش‌های به فراخور حال کوچک و بعضاً آزاردهنده‌ای که به مهابا پراکنده اند، محرک‌ها، گرمی‌ها و سردی‌های مثلا چاره کار، ترشحات توی گوش که به افسردگی مربوطند، حس تعلیق در مفید فایده بودن، موهای محدود، ریشه به تازگی از تنوکی در آمده، نفهمیده شدن، بد فهمیده شدن، سرمستی شعر و فراموشی، فراموشی تقطیع ها و مکث ها در خوانش درست، لرزش صدا و لغزش فرویدی، تغزلات یونگ در تعبیر خواب یک بوینگ، در کجا از قطار سوار و پیاده شوم که به در خروجی مورد نظر نزدیکتر باشم، وسواس آن، بلیط خریدن وقتی کسی چک نمی کند، وسواس آن، حرف زدن با خود هنگام خرید در سوپرمارکت به فارسی، تکرار آن، لوپ ها و زیاده فکری، وسواس آن و آن دیگری، ترک همیشه آغوش و بدیلی برای آن نداشتن، وسواس آن، گویی الکل از ترک‌های زیر لابلای انگشتان تو را متوجه وجود یا عدم صحت، عدم تماس یا لمس می کند، وسواس آن، اندیشیدن به عنوان این متن و کسی که احتمالاً این را بخواند، به خودت در جمع، به جمع در غیاب خودت، به غیاب خودت در خط، به ختم همه چیز بی بوسه معنیدار و توافق نیم ثانیه بیشتر در بغل همدیگر به نشانه مودت، اخوت، دوچاری، بیقراری یا توهم دلتنگی، وسواس آن، سردی شل دست دادن و از کنار نگاه کردن، نکند یک طرفه فقط احوال پرسیدن به معنی کنار گذاشته شدن برای روز مباداست، وسواس آن، کندن گوشه ناخن، ویتامین هایی که به ناخن نبودشان ضرر میزند، وسواس آن، خرید به فکر بهبودی و ناامیدی از آن، جای زخم، خالکوبی و خراش، دلخراشی آن صحنه برای کسی که هرگز تو را برهنه ندیده، وسواس آن، خرده پوست ها، تکاندن ملافه در وان و آب گرفتن روی آنچه ریخته از مو و ذرات پوست که رها می شوند از شانه و پشت، سینه، باکسینه، سراسیمه، سرفه فرو خورده، وسواس آن در جمع، لذت خاراندن آن گوشه که دستت نمیرسد کرم بزنی، مواجهه با کورتون، خودداری از کورتون، اصرار پزشک بر کورتون، عوارض جانبی دارو، قطره‌های فشار چشم باز، نیمه باز و بسته، وسواس آن، دانستن بیرون زدن استخوان کنار شست پای چپ، تعویق عمل، وسواس آن، به همراه داشتن عینک نزدیکی که هیچ وقت در آن فاصله به کار نمی آورد، خستگی این و آن چشم، نبخشیدن خطای پزشکی، وسواس آن، مهاجرت، تلخی دهان پس از چکاندن قطره‌ای رو به اتمام، گز کردن انگشتان خاطره که مسبوق بر این چگونه بود، از یاد بردن همه شماره ها، وسواس آن، حمله شبانه آسم، حتمی بودن آن، تپاندن اسپری های خالی سالبوتامول در گوشه ای از کمد، امتحان کردن کرم ها و لوسین های بیبو، بیغلیا، بیرنگ و اسانس، بی اساسی شایعه بهتر شدن، وسواس آن، پذیرشش، گیجی بعد از فرود از اوج نفس تنگی، به شماره افتادن، از شماره رد شدن، شماره نداشتن در صفی که نوبت می‌دهند، گذشتن شماره گذاشتن برای کمک به مستمند، به جانور تصادفی، به گزارش شهروند خبرنگاران، احتمال شماره برداشتن از ماشین حامل زن زندگی آزادی، وسواس آن، بی‌نیازی از هوا پس از مرگ، میل به خاک، موجودات میکروسکوپی تا نرمتنان، پوسیدن، خاکستر شدن، ماندن دندانها و موها، فکر زیر شکنجه بودن دیگران، ناتوانی از درک موقعیت خود در شرایط مشابه، وسواس آن، ترس از دست دادن تصاویر، یادها و نامها، کاهش میدان دید تونلی، دید و بازدید، شربت سینه، بغض، غمباد، وسواس متصل به آن، نمایش کاهش فاکتورهای حیاتی، بازگشت به تنظیمات کارخانه، جویدن ناخن به ضرس قاطع، شستن لباس زیر دوش، وسواس سرما خوردن کلیه اگر خوب خشک و چلانده نشده باشد، حس ترد، کناره فرش، قارچ کنار ریشه گلدان، میکروارگانیسم ها، وسواس بیو در برابر وگان، در برابر بدون گلوتن، در برابر بدون لاکتوز، در برابر بدون قند، در برابر محلی، در برابر آزادگر، در برابر تراریخته، آرایش ریخته، شیر پاک کن، وسواس صحنه، ترس از مواجهه با جمع که ریخته و برگشته، فراموشی دایلوگ، وسواس و ملحقات و ملازمات آن، طولانی شخم زدن، بیرون زدن ریشه ها و علل بیماری، هوا خوردن ریشه خشکی متناوب ریشه، شرم از توابع مفید فایده نبودن و حذف تدریجی این واحد، نشت چرک از سر انگشت به خون و از خون به مغز، نزدیکی پایان اما نامطمئن بودن نحوه رخ نمودن آن، وسواس نهایی، تنهایی، ابدی یا لحظاتی چند تا رنج دوباره، طول کشیدن این حرفها به مدت پرواز، نشستن و برخاستن در باند، تاچ داون، کمی پرلرزه تر از انتظار. سپاس. Can we have some lights? And thank you very much for everybody who helped me to set up this, and for Villa Kuriosum, and all my friends, Yara, Sensini, Daphne, and all of you who came. I'm here if you want to talk to me. I mean, I know I talked a lot, but if you still want to talk to me, I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe there's someone else.